Hello, 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 my beautiful planner babe divas. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl here, Daniela, the planning diva. Thank you so much for stopping by and spending some time with me here today. I really appreciate it. And oh my goodness, divas, I am already a couple of days behind on my Christmas Planner Babe Adventure Vlogmas Planmas situation that I'm trying to do. I knew it was going to be a matter of time. I was hoping to go a little bit further before I skipped a couple of days, but it is what it is. Let's see if we can catch up. I think I'm behind like 4 days. I missed Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So it happens. Life gets busy. My weekend was absolutely wild, and I'm just going to try to get back into it, you guys. So that's what we're here for. I hope you guys are doing wonderfully. I hope you've been enjoying all the videos, all 4 of them, 5 of them. I think this is going to be my 5th one. Yeah, it's going to be, this is going to be for December the 5th. So this is going to be day 5. We can still catch up, you guys. We can still do it. This could be just a small bump in the road. So let's get into it, you guys. So it is currently Tuesday morning, bright and early. I managed to get myself up. I have been sleeping in a little bit lately because I've just been working a lot and coming home late. And I think this week, finally, things are starting to calm down for me. And so I don't think I'll be at work super late. And I'm actually thinking of taking off a little bit early some of the days to just kind of make up for the times that I stayed super late last week. So hopefully my sleep schedule is going to get back on track. My routines are going to get back on track because I always tend to film early in the morning and edit in the morning. And the last week I was doing all of that kind of in the evening. Well, sometimes I would film in the morning, but edit in the evening. And I like to do both of those things in the morning. So I'm hoping that my routines are going to get back on track this week. And I need to sit down and do a work planner plan with me. So I have my Erin Condren vertical planner here. And I wanted to come on here and do the work planner plan with me because I need to figure out some things for the rest of the week. Yesterday, I kind of went into it kind of flying by the seat of my pants. I kind of knew what I had to get done, and so I did that, but I kind of did things, you know, spur of the moment. I didn't even check my project outline timeline that I have been referencing for this major project I'm working on. I knew that I had to do one major thing, and so I did that major thing yesterday. But honestly, I really missed having, you know, a well thought out plan. And it happens, you guys. Sometimes I don't get time to do like a full week plan with me some weeks, and I just kind of go in and I just do things as they come up, kind of. I don't really have like a solid plan for the whole week. It happens. But I'm really trying to have like a solid plan laid out for the entire week. So that way nothing gets missed. Everything kind of has its own proper place and time. So I really want to get into my work planner plan with me and plan for the rest of the week, Tuesday through Friday. And I also kind of wanted to show you guys that, or share with you guys that this is real life planning. Sometimes I don't get to it till like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even Friday. And I think it's still worth it to sit down and plan out the rest of the week, because I think it still like gets you in the habit. Like you get into your planner, the sooner the better. Like it's okay if you don't start, you know, Sunday night or Monday morning. You can still do it. It could be Friday morning, and you could still pull out your planner and plan for Friday. Maybe write a couple of notes about things that happened earlier in the day. I think it's more about like building that habit of like constantly checking into your planner that is important. Anyways, enough chatting, you guys. Let's turn the camera around and get to planning. So go ahead and grab your planner and let's get started. Vámonos. Okay, you guys, I'm here with all of my planner essentials. I have my Erin Condren vertical planner that I keep in my little clear folio here. I switched it into this gorgeous Christmas cover. I have my planner accessories bag, so cute. And then I have my pencil pouch here, this little glitter Hello Kitty Erin Condren pencil pouch. And then I have a Happy Planner sticker book. I'm thinking of using Seasonal Teacher and pulling for those Christmas stickers. This is a sticker book I'm trying to finish, so I wanted to pull for this one. So yeah, I'm thinking of pulling for like these pages right here. So cute. And yeah, let's get started, you guys. I also have some kind of work productivity happy planner sticker books tucked into the back here. So let's get started. So this is the December monthly, and then ooh, I need to do that. Okay. And then this was last week. And then this is the current week. So it's currently Tuesday morning. So we already went through Monday. So let's get started, you guys. And I'm going to pull for my iPad because we're going to be using that to kind of check on the project outline as well. So let me pull that up. Okay, I have my project outline here that I have just open in like Word document. And if you can see here, I have a proposed timeline section where I have each day for like the last week and then this current week, because it's gonna run over 2 weeks. I have each day outlined with like a couple of important tasks that need to happen on those days. And let's see, so Monday, and as things go on, I kind of cross things off because they're on like a checklist format. And they're like bullet points, but instead of a bullet point, it's a checklist box so that you can check it off in Word. And when you check it off, it actually like strikes through the to-do there. So I'm on Monday here. I did do this lung harvest. It was a massive event. It took me, I think, 4 hours to do with a student. I wasn't able to practice cryosectioning, so I'm gonna have to move that to today. Okay, and now I can see what I need to do for the rest of the week. So I'm gonna move this iPad up here in front so I can reference it, and let's get started. Okay. So let's try to return to our normal scheduled programming, you guys, and start off with setting up some goals in the sidebar. And then before I do that, I'm just gonna add this cute little gingerbread house there in the corner. And then let me grab a header sticker. Let's see. I like putting a little header here at the top. Time to do big things. That's perfect. And then actually I can use these snowflake stickers for my goals. So I don't really have like a specific number of goals I'm trying to aim for, but I like kind of throwing down some bullet point stickers here. And you know, anywhere from like 5 to 8 goals I think is manageable for a work week. So let me map out some things that I need to do here. I think the first goal will be to keep up with my project timeline that I've mapped out for this major project I'm working on. And actually, I might do something a little bit different, you guys. I might like map out the goal, like I might write the goal and then map out what needs to happen for the project throughout the week. That could be kind of fun, you guys. I've never done it that way before, and I'm always trying to try new things. So let's do it that way, you guys. Okay, so keep up with project timeline. I'm definitely going to need to reference my Word document here on my iPad. Okay, so let's start off with what I did Monday. Let's see. Holiday to-dos. Make a list. I could use this large pink sticker here. And then let's add this feeling merry and bright there in the corner. So essentially, I did a couple of things yesterday. So let me kind of map those out. Let's see, I can use these little dots here. I did 3 major things, I think, yesterday. But for this project, I did, let's see, I did one major thing. So I did the lung harvest. There we go. I did the lung harvest of my day 7 mice. So if you remember from last week, I did this huge experiment starting on December 1st, Monday, where we were doing a lung injury experiment. We were injuring lungs in mice in order to determine, disease progression. And we dissected out half of the mice that were injured on Thursday. So on day 3, those are our day 3 mice. After 3 days of injury, we euthanized the mice and dissected out their lungs to examine like the cellular biology of the lungs 3 days after injury. And then the rest of the mice, the other half, were we harvested or we euthanized and dissected out the lungs on Monday for day 7. So that way we have 2 time points to look at and to analyze day 3 and day 7 to get an idea of like progression of disease. So that's what happened yesterday, 2 o'clock to 5 p.m. And I did it with one of my students. And thankfully, I pretty much ended right at 5, maybe a little bit after. So I was able to leave work when I was supposed to. So, okay, I also had a task to practice cryosectioning with junk lungs on Monday. I didn't get a chance to do that, so I'm going to see if I can do that maybe Wednesday or Thursday, maybe even Friday, actually. Okay, so Tuesday, another big day for this project. Monday and Tuesday are the big days for this project, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, things kind of calm down. Tuesday, what we need to do is, let's see, I'm going to add a little deco here at the top, and then I'm going to add a box down here, and then I'm going to add a little checklist to do. So I need to split lobe splitting of those 8 lungs that we harvested yesterday. So I'll put N equals 8. We have to submit the lobes to the MCC. So that's the Moores Cancer Center on campus. They're the facility that embeds our lung lobes into paraffin blocks for sectioning. And then we also have to do day 1 of cryopreservation. So that means I have to make 60% sucrose solution, and then also I have to make a 10% sucrose solution. And then also for the submission to the MCC, I need to make an Excel spreadsheet with all of the sample names and all of the details. That's something I've been meaning to do anyway, so that needs to be done today. That's a lot of work, you guys. When am I going to do all of this? I also potentially have a student coming in 9 to, where's my sticky note? At 10 a.m. I have a student coming in at 10 a.m. and I think maybe I have a student coming in, another student coming in. Let me see. Yes, I have a student coming in at 1 o'clock. I might have 2 students coming in. I think I have a student coming in 1 to 4 and then another student maybe coming in 10 to 2 p.m. Okay, so I had to think about that for a little bit. I have 2 students coming in. I need to check whether one is coming in at 10 to 2, just because like his schedule might be a little bit different because we're approaching the end of the quarter. So some of my students are starting to go home. I just have to double check to see if he's coming, but I have a student for sure coming at 1 to 4 p.m. So he's definitely going to help me submit to the MCC. I'm going to add another checklist down here for things that I want to do after the lab meeting, because we have a lab meeting as always on Tuesday afternoon, and I'm gonna set aside till 4 p.m. for this. Sometimes it finishes earlier, but I always set aside time till 4 just in case. This is also my lab manager's birthday celebration. His birthday is on Thursday, but we're celebrating during lab meeting Tuesday, so I got him a carrot cake. I cannot wait to get a slice of it. And a couple of other tasks that I need to do after lab meeting if I have time, or before if I am able to sneak in some time in between finishing all these other tasks. I want to do a graph and ANOVA analysis between some of my experimental mice. Okay, I have a couple of other things that need to get done, but I'm trying to stick to just what needs to be done for this project. So we'll go ahead and continue working for the rest of the week. So Wednesday, things are starting to calm down finally, you guys. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we're gonna have a similar step. This is gonna be day 2, Thursday's day 3, Friday's day 4. There's 5 days, you guys, of cryopreservation. And it's only like essentially you're switching media. Like literally this can take me 20 minutes to do these steps, day 2, day 3, day 4. We're essentially creating a 10% sucrose solution that we put the lungs into. And then Wednesday, it's a 20% sucrose solution. And then day 3, Thursday, it's a 30% sucrose solution. And day 4, it's a 30% sucrose mixed with an embedding medium solution. So we're just switching it into different mediums, and that's going to help it when it goes into a dry freeze, a cold freeze, a deep freeze. If you put tissue into like an increasing gradient, or you like adjust tissue using this increasing gradient of sucrose, it helps protect and preserve the tissue for the deep freeze. We store them at -80 degrees. So that's why we do this. And then one of these days, I want to practice cryosectioning because on Monday, we're going to finally cryo embed them and section them. So I want to practice. I might do 2 days of practice, maybe even 3, honestly. I could try to fit in some time Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. However, I do want to spend some time in the mouse house. So I'm going to go ahead and do Wednesday here. And I think, let's see, let me check something. Like, I have a student coming in on Wednesday, and I think he comes in 9:30 to, let's see, 1 p.m. I do want to try to leave a little bit early today, like at 3 p.m. I might just have to do the mouse house visit with my student. I kind of don't want to do that though, because I want my student to learn some other things. I might have to switch things around. I want him to finish learning how to do immunofluorescence staining. Okay, so I'm going to put that immunofluorescence training staining with Joseph, and we'll get started 9:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then I'll do the switch at 9 a.m. So this sucrose, 20% sucrose switch, we'll do that at 9 a.m. I'll definitely be done by 9:30 a.m. So that leaves vivarium check-in from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. I'm going to try to leave like around 4:30 p.m. I have a drag queen show that I'm going to at 7:30 p.m. So I want to get home, change, and get ready to go to that. Thursday, let's see, I have a student coming in from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And same with my other student. He comes in 11 a.m. to, I think, 3 p.m. 2 p.m. as well. Let's add some deco here. How cute. So cute, you guys. So adorable. Okay, so then Thursday, maybe I can practice cryosectioning with my student here. Like I can train him in immunofluorescence staining and cryosectioning. So I'll make a note of that. Cryo. Okay, cool. So maybe I'll do cryo, let's see, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, maybe from 11:30 to 1 p.m. Okay, because I kind of want to email my coworker to see if he wants to learn how to do cryosectioning with me. Oh, and that reminds me, I have to email someone else. Someone in another lab wants to learn how to do this, so I want to email her as well. So I want to give them exact times of like what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. Thursday, same with Thursday, you guys. Let's put another little gingerbread house here. How cute. Okay, same with Thursday. I have 2 students coming. Let's put one of these boxes like that. Okay, I have 2 students coming Thursday, 10 to 2 and 11 to 2. So day 3, I can do the switch 9 o'clock again to 9:30. Day 3, and the lungs enter 30% sucrose. That can be early in the morning. And then when one of my students comes at 10, I can practice again the immunofluorescence staining and cryosectioning. And then Friday, I have a student coming 9 to 2. So Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday, I'll do 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. cryosectioning or cryo practice. And then Friday, I'll do the same thing, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. And then maybe I'll try to leave work around 2 p.m. I do want to sneak some time to the mouse house, which also reminds me at 4 p.m. I have a meeting to finish writing a paper. So I'm going to set aside 4 p.m. Oh, I think it's 3 p.m. actually. 3 p.m. to like 7 p.m. to work on that. Wait, let me double check. 3 p.m. Okay. Yeah, I need to leave at 3 p.m. I want more time in the mouse house, but I don't know if I'll be able to sneak in more time. Yeah, I might not have a lot of time in the mouse house because I want to train a lot of my students this week. But I'll get a big chunk of time on Wednesday tomorrow. So if I put out all of the emergency fires that are probably happening in the mouse house, I think I should be fine to hold on till next week. Okay, I think that's the plan, you guys. I'm really happy I like mapped this all out because I do need to email like a few people to let them know that I'll be cryosectioning, and if they want to come watch me and learn how to do it, they can do so, and I can give them a heads up about what times I'm doing it, what days I'm doing it. And you guys, I don't think this method of like writing down the project and then mapping it all out works at all for me. I essentially kind of organically wanted to like fill in the days as I went along. So I don't know if I'll do this in the future. This one's a little bit hard too because I think this project is taking up 90% of my time right now. So there's that. And there's a couple of things that are like I'm training in order to prepare to do this next week. It's all part of the project, but it's like training. So that's why it's also taking up more time than needed. It's just that I want to practice this technique, the cryopreservation. I want to practice it before I actually do it on Monday, the 15th. That's when I have planned to finish, to actually do the cryosectioning. And I want to practice a couple of times before I actually do it. So that's why it's taking me a lot more. It's been months. It's been over like 5-6 months since I've done this technique, and I've only done it like a few times since I learned it. So that's why I want to practice. I guess a major goal is practice cryopreservation, practice cryosectioning and preservation. So that's a major goal. I need to email concerning a precision lung slicing and maybe do a little bit of research about that. It's a technique that my lab wants me to learn from another lab, so I need to like research a little bit about it and then email the appropriate people to kind of start setting that up in motion. I want to kind of keep up with the mouse house check-in. The mice have been abandoned, you guys. I've been so busy doing other things that I haven't been able to check in on them that much. So I really want to try to check in with them as much as possible, and get back to doing the genotyping or checking their genetic makeup. So those are my major goals, you guys. What else did I do Monday? Monday, I was also on the microscope. I was taking some additional microscope images for another project that I'm pretty much wrapping up at this point. So I was on the microscope from 11 a.m. to about 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. actually. And then before that, I was in the mouse house from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. And I was weighing my mice and collecting them, take them back to lab for the lung harvest. I was also checking on some pregnancies and births, and I also set up some meetings. So that's what I did in the morning in the mouse house. Okay, that's pretty much it, you guys. I do kind of want to map out Thursday and Friday a little bit more. So 9 to 9:30 I'm doing this sucrose change, and then from 9:30 to 12 p.m. I'm going to do IF staining slash maybe microtome training with students. And then 12 to 2 p.m. it's going to be the cryo practice. And then 2 to 3 p.m. I have an hour before my meeting at 3 p.m. Maybe I could do a mouse house visit. An hour is not that much, but I'll take it, you know, like I'm fighting for time here. And if I get to finish a little bit early from the cryo practice, then I might have a little bit more time as well. Friday, 9 to 9:30, again, switching the media. And then 9:30 to 12 p.m., we're going to do, again, IF, immunofluorescence, staining, maybe microtome training with Joseph, my one student, because I only have one student coming in on Friday, and from 12 to 2 cryo practice. And then I'm trying to leave work. You know what? Maybe I can squeeze in one more hour in the mouse house on Friday. Mouse house, maybe like 2 to 3 p.m. And then try to leave work at 3 p.m. So I'm going to put a little sticker and then a note, try to leave work at 3 p.m. My father-in-law is coming in to visit us on Friday, and so I want to leave a little bit early so that I can come back home and spend time with him and Steven. So I will be doing that. Let's put another sticker here. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a couple of stickers on the weekend section. And this is going to be like places where I can like write notes and just like anything that comes up, I can like kind of dump on there. Let's add another sticker here. Cute. Box. Maybe some of these stickers. I love these deco stickers. So cute, you guys. Little mistletoe. I love it. And then I think we're pretty much done at this point, you guys. This took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. Yeah, sometimes you just like really got to think through time blocking and where everything is going to fit. So I'm glad I did this. It definitely like opened my eyes to like what needs to happen when. These plan with me's are always super helpful, you guys. Extremely helpful for work. The magic of winter. Cute. I think I could probably do another spread with the stickers I have left in this book. So I'm going to hold on to that. And I'll probably use the same sticker book for next week as well. Okay, you guys, I think this is all that needs to happen this week. I guess something I want to like highlight is when I need to book the mouse house. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's see. And then right after this video, I'm going to send those texts to book the mouse house. This highlighter is not working anymore. I'm going to have to toss this, you guys. Oh, I'm going to make a note for the weekend. Ask Amir about day 4. I got to ask him a question about the day 4 step. Okay, this is it, you guys. I'm happy we did that. Things make much more sense now. These plan with me's are extremely helpful, you guys. And people love them. My lab loves them, you guys. I always get these comments like on my emails that I'm so organized, that I am very like thoughtful, and that I plan things out really well. So that's the power of planning, you guys. You definitely look quite impressive if you apply your planning skills to your work and your career. People definitely notice. It always surprises me like how uncommon it is sometimes for people to have like a well thought out plan and a timeline and like are able to manage a to-do list. It's actually not that common, you guys. So I urge you, if you haven't already, to apply your planning passion to your career, to do so as much as possible, because it will make you look so good. It'll help you so much and people will be impressed. Okay, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's get back on the train with Vlogmas. Hope to see you tomorrow with another video. And with that, have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless you. Take care of yourself and happy planning. Adios.